Welcome to the Fishin' Magician Outdoor Cooking Show. Hi, I'm Dave Graybill, the host of the show, and with me today is Eric Granstrom. Welcome back to the show, Eric.
Thanks, Dave. It's good to be here.
We had a great time. He made a fabulous grilled salmon the last time we were out here, and I think we had some fish chowder.
We did. It was fantastic.
We had a good time. Well, Eric has agreed to come here today at risk of his own personal life because he's going to reveal the family recipe for a steak rub that you make yourself.
Right.
And I can't wait. Now, that's something that's interesting that we have not done that many steaks.
Oh, well, that's a crying shame, Dave.
When you're talking outdoor grilling, we're
you gotta
talking
have red meat.
steaks.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate the fact that you're going to get here, show us a custom rub, and show us how to grill them up. And I've got a couple other items going, over here. You can't smell it. We can hear. You might be able to hear it. We've got some caramelized onions going. I'm going to add to some Yukon Gold potatoes.
Very nice.
Just for color, that we're going to whip up to serve with those mashed potatoes. Eric also brought asparagus.
It's that time of year. You gotta have some grilled asparagus to go with the meat and the potatoes, and
Absolutely. Yes. This is the time for asparagus, and thanks for bringing that along. And then I actually had some extra red and green bell peppers in the fridge, so we'll just plop those right on top of the grill.
Good color and good flavor.
Oh, yeah. I just love our lineup here today.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide back and I'm going to let you take over and show everybody about how you do that rub, and we're going to get some steaks on the grill.
Well, one thing that's key about any Granstrom recipe, about anything the Granstroms do, is to keep it simple, stupid. So that's basically the premise for the rub here. I've already rubbed up a couple of steaks, but I wanted to show you how we rub it and what the concoction is. It's very simple, very easy, and best of all, it's not going to cost you very much. So here's the ingredients for the rub. You take a steak. I've got a sirloin steak here for our demonstration purposes today. You see it's got a real nice marble to it. It's got some good fat. You want that for flavor. You want that for grilling. And pretty good thickness. The butcher did a good cut for me here. So we've got some basic ingredients for this. First of all, with a sirloin, you're not necessarily going to need the meat tenderizer. But for this rub, we always add a little tenderizer to it. So, we normally will mix this together in a separate batch, and we'll take an old empty container, put the rub in the container like an old cinnamon jug or something like that, and have that with our mix already.
Ready to go.
But for the purposes today, we'll just show you the process. So real simple, just a light covering of the tenderizer, not too much. Again, depending upon the meat, depending upon the cut, you might change your amount of tenderizer as to the style of meat you have. The tenderloin, by the way, if folks aren't familiar with that, when it comes to game meat, it's referred to as the backstrap. But when it comes to beef, they don't call it a backstrap, they call it the sirloin. It's the tenderest part on the cow.
Nice.
Okay, so that's why we love that, and that's why we love to grill with that. So after you add the little meat tenderizer, then we just take some good old-fashioned Lowry's garlic salt, and we'll add some garlic salt on there, get some good coverage, and then take some onion powder or onion salt, whichever you prefer. Put that on there. We'll take just regular black pepper, sprinkle that across the top, and then some paprika that you add in there. It gives it nice color, and then also adds just a little extra something to the steak. So after you put that on, you just dive right in, and you just push that right into the flesh of the meat. But don't be shy about it, because you want that to get into the flesh as you put it in. That's why you call it a rub, because you want to rub it in there. So you'll take the one side, you'll do the other side again. So we'll take the meat tenderizer, a little bit of that. And normally I clean my hands before I do that, but for the sake of the show here, we're going to have to speed things up a little bit. So the garlic, salt, a little onion powder, some black pepper. This is very simple rub. It works with just about any cut of meat. Now, what I rubbed up earlier today, I've had in the refrigerator for about 4 hours.
Okay.
That's a good, nice setting to do for the rub to get in there a little bit. So that's pretty much it. So once you have your rub done, you lift up the lid and you want to sear it so you get your grill nice and hot. If you don't have a temperature setting for the grill, just put your hand over there. If you got to take it away, it's hot enough. We'll lay that on there and we're grilling.
That's great. Now while those are searing, I've got some, the onions are going. I'm going to turn those up just a bit. Potatoes are done, and I can't wait. When we get back, I'm going to show everybody how we finish those, and you can show everybody how we do our asparagus today.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to amerigas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at amerigas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
You already know Mike's Meat and Farmers Market for their local fruits and vegetables, but where's the beef? It's here now. Farm fresh, born in the USA, no added hormones, natural beef, just like Grandpa used to raise. Beef, pork, and free-range chicken fresh from the farm to your table. You can feed your family with confidence knowing that you're serving all naturally raised fruits, vegetables, and now meat fresh from the farm. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on North Wenatchee Avenue next to the Buzz Inn.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Look at the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
We have some awfully good aromas going here now. These steaks are on the grill. They're cooking away. My onions are caramelized. My potatoes are done. But before I put that together, I wanted you, Eric, to show us your asparagus.
Oh, okay. They're really simple. Again, the Granstrom tradition. By the way, what's the #1 mistake people make when they're grilling food?
Overdone?
Overdone because they don't pay attention. Because usually when you're grilling, you've got company over, you've got guests, you've got the grill outside, you might have people inside, and you don't pay attention.
Next
That's
thing you
the
got
worst
is
thing.
cinders.
That's right. So we first, before we do the asparagus, need to check on our steaks real
Great,
quick. So
great idea.
let's check on that. And we don't want to be doing it a little too much. In fact, I think we're just about ready for a turn here. So just perfect. So we'll turn that over.
Now, I have heard the 7 minutes per side. Is that a rough estimate?
Yes. 7 minutes. What I do is I'll do 7 minutes per side, depending on the thickness. With these thick steaks, I'll do 7, 7, 7, 7, take them off and let them rest.
Right.
Because, and typically the greatest way you can do it is to wait 10 to 15 minutes after you pull them off the grill before you serve them, because that allows for better cutting when you go to cut into it.
They get more firm.
Yeah, they firm up a little bit, they finish cooking, and you have all of the flavors that have had a chance to rest and sink into that meat after the cooking has been done.
It's an art. What can I say?
All right, so let's do some asparagus here. Again, asparagus, we've done the simple thing here. Just taken a bag of fresh asparagus, rinsed them off thoroughly. We cut the ends off. Use some extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
Sprinkle that over the top of it. And use some sea salt. And just sprinkle that on the top. Now, the one thing I haven't done yet is I'm a glutton for garlic.
Oh,
So I like to put just a little bit of garlic on here before I put them on the grill. Now, you got to be careful with the olive oil because that is flammable. So when you're cooking over a fire, you got to keep a close eye on that. So we do have a fire extinguisher close at hand.
Yes, everybody that's cooked with me has insisted that there's one around here.
So just put some of that garlic salt on there, good old Lowry's, and just close the bag up again and just give it a little shake, roll it around a little bit. And then I like to use a grilling basket, and it's really simple. You just line this up on the grilling basket, go against the grain of the basket so they don't fall through. And just spread them out nice and even. You don't necessarily need the top because we're not going to be throwing this around, but not a bad idea because it saves you a step. And then you just place that right on the grill. And you can close it over the top of it if you wish. Just try to keep some of that heat in because that's a really timing thing. So you can time it out between your meat and your veggies.
Right. Speaking of timing, one other item that I mentioned earlier that I had handy, and aren't those the coolest things? These firewire
It looks
jobs.
like a stringer, Dave. For
Yeah, it does, exactly. And I'm just going to pop these in here where there's plenty of room next to those steaks. And just let those cook.
Boy, that looks
While
good.
that's going too.
So you've got potatoes over here. You've got the onions caramelized.
Yeah.
We're getting close to eating here.
Can. And I tell you what I'm going to do. It's such a simple thing. I am just going to move.
Yeah, I really hate coming and working with Dave on the food show because he uses half and half and sour cream.
This is
You
not
can tell I stay way away from that stuff.
There's nothing low fat about my methods of cooking. You got that right. So I'm just going to add those caramelized onions. I'm going to throw a dab of sour cream in there with that. And then I'm going to add just, you can use milk, you can use half and half, you can use low-fat milk, but hey, we're dining. And then, once you've got that all together, and again, for outdoors, we don't always have electricity, so I'm using the good old muscle method of putting these potatoes together. And these are going to be very extra creamy for this particular dish, too. And again, you want to experiment with the amount of liquid that you add to this. That I like them creamy, and I also like the onions to be pretty chunky. You can dice them very fine, but part of this is the texture. Part of this is the texture. So you want to have a lumpy
You know, what's nice
presentation.
with those Yukon Golds is the color you're getting out of that. It's not
Exactly.
just bland white. You're getting that nice yellow color to it, too.
And it's just that quick and easy, too. Now, we're just going to let those warm and stay warm. I'll cover them up. And that's going to follow when we have our steaks.
Okay.
Everything else ready.
Yeah, we're looking good. Check on the steaks again. Don't forget them. And these are getting pretty close to being done because we got a lot of heat here. So different grills will cook at different temperatures. You got to always keep an eye on what you're doing.
Absolutely. And the asparagus is looking good.
Yep.
Boy, we're almost to the good part of the show, which is my favorite part.
Eat
is
it.
when we get to put all this out and eat it. So, when we come back here, we're going to get all this out in presentation mode, and we get to sample all of our work.
I love it.
You already know Mike's Meat and Farmers Market for their local fruits and vegetables, but where's the beef? It's here now. Farm fresh, born in the USA, no added hormones, natural beef, just like Grandpa used to raise. Beef, pork, and free-range chicken fresh from the farm to your table. You can feed your family with confidence knowing that you're serving all naturally raised fruits, vegetables, and now meat fresh from the farm. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on North Wenatchee Avenue next to the Buzz Inn.
Smile for Mom.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get a camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to amerigas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at amerigas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
My nose is telling me that it's time to eat, don't you think?
Yeah, and it's going right to my stomach too.
So let's pop the lid
Okay.
and let's look at those steaks,
All right.
because I think that's the first thing that's going to go on our plates today.
Yeah, that's just about right here. So let's go ahead and serve up one of these steaks here. And that looks pretty darn good if I say so myself, Dave.
Oh,
Another
good.
plate here.
Plate.
Okay. Now, Dave, a little trivia for you.
Yes, sir.
Why is it okay to eat steaks and cuts of meat while it's still red or rare and not have to worry about bacteria much, but hamburger you really have to worry about?
Yeah, and it's a beef product. So
Yeah.
tell me, what is the deal with that?
It's the process of churning the meat with the pork substance, and you get the pork in there. And the pork is what you have to worry about with hamburger. With beef, you don't have to worry about it so much.
Okay.
And when you grill the beef, no matter what's happening inside, that's been untouched by human hands or anything. Outside has been touched. When you grill it, kills it all. So even if it's undercooked, you're still okay.
Interesting. Well, that's good to know. Make mine rare.
We got to take care of our camera person too.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Such a thoughtful guy.
All right, let's see how the asparagus turned out.
That
looks
just smells
darn
wonderful,
good.
too. Asparagus does have a
Yes.
wonderful aroma.
It does. Right now. Later, not so
Oh,
good.
that's another trivia fact about asparagus.
Why is that? So we'll plate some asparagus here. Dave, if you can hand me those plates so I'm not dripping olive
Aha.
oil everywhere. Get some. There we go.
You know, that basket made those nice little edges.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it is a great way to go with those.
And we'll just leave those right on the grill. It's not going to hurt them a bit.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to...
Smile for Mom.
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Look at the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to amerigas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at amerigas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
You already know Mike's Meat and Farmers Market for their local fruits and vegetables, but where's the beef? It's here now. Farm fresh, born in the USA, no added hormones, natural beef, just like Grandpa used to raise. Beef, pork, and free-range chicken fresh from the farm to your table. You can feed your family with confidence knowing that you're serving all naturally raised fruits, vegetables, and now meat fresh from the farm. Mike's Meat and Farmers Market on North Wenatchee Avenue next to the Buzz Inn.
Just for color, give us each a few of these. Those just softened up perfectly and they look so good on the plate.
Nice catch.
Aha! Well, those did. You know, that's the nice thing about this particular item is you can just mold it around whatever else you've got up there on the grill, and it's fine. Now the finishing touch.
Potatoes.
We have caramelized mashed potatoes to put on the plate as well.
Trade ya?
And again, this can be done anywhere. No electrical appliances used to mash or anything, and I had my onions all cut up and prepared in advance, and you can even have your potatoes boiled and cut, and as long as you keep them cold, they're not going to go brown.
And that's one thing, Dave, I learned from the Granstrom family camping trips and things like that, is that Mom always planned ahead, and she put the grocery list out for however many days we were going to be on the road and we were going to be camping. So if you're gone for a week, she'd have meals for 7 days figured out for the nighttime. Daytime, you figure it out, you grab a sandwich on the go, that type of thing.
Right.
But for the nighttime endeavors, if you're going to have some pot roast, you're going to have some steak, you're going to have some fish, you could always plan ahead and do a lot of preparation before you ever hit the road.
It's in the cooler.
Yeah.
Pop it out, and let's take a look at this. Now that's not a bad looking plate for a summer evening grilling adventure. Oh man, just gorgeous. Well, I've waited long enough.
I was going to say, are we going to look at it or are we going to eat it?
Let's dive in. Here's
Okay.
a sharp knife for you.
Okay.
Sharp knife for me.
And of course, I like to try the steak out right away.
Oh, you gotta do
See how we did. Nice and tender. And again, depending on your choice for doneness, that's really good.
And that rub, it gives it a nice distinctive flavor.
Yeah.
It's not overpowering, so you still get that good steak flavor
Yeah.
from the grill. Puts a nice flavorful edge on the meat.
And that's something too for your guests when they come. If you tone it down, they can always add more after the fact and after it's done.
Sure, they can season to their taste. Those potatoes, I should have made more.
I think we're about finished up here, Dave.
Wonderful, Eric. Thank you so much
You bet.
for stopping by our outdoor set here and again showing us a great way to prepare steaks for a summertime barbecue.
Happy to do it.